This is a tree that I love because it's a little unusual and really rich and really beautiful. So number one, I did a deep blue on this tree. These are some fancy flocked ornaments in a deep blue, and they just add such a richness to the tree. I do want to let you know that if you're going to do a traditional multicolored tree in red and green, adding this pop of blue is going to be amazing to that too. So you can do blue and white winter wonderland, you can do traditional, throw the blue in, you can do jewel tones, you can do almost Mardi Gras colors, or you can do almost this very European, for some reason to me again it feels like a Russian inspiration kind of tree, and I think it's because of the other ornaments. But these beautiful blue ornaments, these are our European glass ornaments, all done by hand by European craftsmen in this beautiful blue. We also have them in a deep purple. I added some of the gold in the fancy flocked as well, and I think they are absolutely stunning. Now we also have this ornament, and I'm just going to kind of look at how beautiful this is. And I think this is why, to me, this tree almost has a little bit of a Russian feel. If you ever go to Russia and you look at the buildings, the artwork, you go to the museums, what you're going to see is extremely ornate work. And I remember going to Russia when I was in school. It was before the fall of the Iron Curtain. And it was such a different world then, and it was amazing, the Hermitage and all these kinds of amazing places that I never thought I would get to see at that point in time. But that's what that reminds me of. It's very rich, the colors are gorgeous, it's red, but it's kind of a rust red and that deep gold and that beautiful blue and a hint of green, and it's just the most beautiful combination. So there's the European glass and the flocked. Here's these beautiful ornate. By the way, this is another one that we had available, and I added it because I wanted a little bit of white on the tree. So these are European as well. Now we also have these beautiful little butterflies. Now these butterflies are the easiest thing to use, and let me show you why. They just come on a little thread. So you can use these to decorate for Easter, or you can use them to decorate for Christmas, or anywhere in between. So literally you just put it where you want it. It stays right there. It's lightweight. It's super easy to use. I love adding these to the tree, and these are white with silver, so they really go with everything. Now, one of the things that makes the tree is the focal point of these sweet little owls. Aren't they cute? These are real faux fur, and you're going to get both of them, and they have a little sparkle on them as well. So here's one. And he's so cute. He's white with the gray, and he just has a little smooth head, and look at his cute little face, all in the faux fur. And then here is his buddy down here, and he has like little ears. They're not real ears, but you know, the little feathers that look like ears. Isn't that cute? And a little more fur on his face. Adorable. So you get both of those owls in a set, and I think they just make the tree. They add such a great focal point to the tree. I think they just, I don't know, make a huge difference on that one. Now, I added the white ornaments because we already had those and I loved them and I wanted white on the tree. I added the magnolia garlands in champagne because it really is more of a soft pewter. And then I added the silver in the cedar picks, and I think that's a beautiful way to go. I also added the 3D flameless battery operated clip-on candles, and I think these are amazing on the tree. And I just love putting everything together, unusual combinations, but when you put it together, it's absolutely beautiful. Now, underneath the tree, we have one of my favorite angels, and she is a beautiful angel, again, to me, very European, with her beautiful face and the detail of her wings and her long blue coat. And she has the deer on one side, the little polar bear on the other, and a beautiful wreath in her hand. Very ornate, very elegant. I think she is so beautiful and so peaceful. And if you love animals, what a wonderful gift and what a wonderful piece to decorate with. Then we have this amazing Santa Claus. How gorgeous is he? So this is a Santa Claus that is, once again, very Father Christmas. And you can see from the long robes, I love a Santa in blue robes with the pewter trim and all the detail. The little cardinal and the cardinals and the cardinals. Back here, there's a dove, and he has a bluebird and a tree and a nest full of eggs in with his bag of toys, which I think is so sweet. And then this is the list of good children, obviously. So I love that Santa. Then we have this, And this is beautiful. It's a beautiful snow globe. And I love the way that it's on a stand and it has the look of snow in the front. Isn't that gorgeous? So if you turn it off, it's just going to be a regular globe. But when you turn it on, it's going to light up and then it moves the glitter around. So you have Santa in the center with the polar bear on his left and a beautiful reindeer on his right. Is that the most gorgeous thing ever? I love that piece. I think that is so, so pretty. Oh, I just remember one thing I forgot to mention on the tree. Okay, come back up. All right, David's knees are getting a workout. And that is this little angel. Now, I put these angels on the tree as they are. They're little acrylic angels, and they each have their wings up and they're holding a harp. There is a little button on the bottom, and if you push that button, then there's a little battery in there that's going to make them turn colors. So I love to use them just as they are, but on a different tree, I would turn them on and they would turn colors, and that would be beautiful as well. I love these for a children's room. They almost remind me a little bit of a cross between a fairy and an angel. A little Tinkerbell, a little angel, they kind of have that great feel to them. So I forgot about those on the tree, and those are gorgeous. Now, beyond the tree, oh, look what we did with the blue. Isn't this stunning? This blue sleigh that we absolutely love. And I put it down in a wreath. And don't be afraid to do that because it's super simple and it just frames it beautifully. I love the look of the ice off the edges and how detailed it is. I put a couple of our garlands in there just because they fill it up and they don't fall out, and it's a really easy way to go. So that's an easy way to do it. And then, speaking of more blue, we have this beautiful European cutout wood village. This is very Germany. If you go to Germany at Christmas, what you're going to find very, very prevalent in Europe and especially in Germany is this style of cutout design. It's almost a reflection box. You're looking down into it and it creates the look of going back. All this beautiful detail is cut out and painted. All of this is cut out and detailed. The beautiful little lights. So you see a few houses with the lights inside, and here's the fence and Santa's going by and the trees and the snow. So pretty. Here's a star in front and the stars in the back. Look at this little, isn't that the sweetest little Swiss chalet looking house up here? I mean, these are so beautiful, and I love to see these at night. I have to say, at night they are so calming and peaceful and beautiful, and I love them because all by themselves they're a beautiful arrangement, and they really, again, just bring that warmth and Christmas and comfort and welcoming feel to wherever they are. Now, one of the things I do love is a European Christmas, so that was kind of a German take on Christmas. To me, this is another very European take on Christmas, a very different look at Santa. And he's a tall Santa in beautiful soft brown robes with a little deeper pink here and the beautiful detail blue underneath. Isn't it gorgeous? Then he's holding in his hands a little baby deer, and here is his little bag, and he has a wreath around his head. He's beautiful. I mean, he's just the most calming, serene. Again, I think there's so many people who love animals and they love to have things around them that remind them of loving the animals and taking care of the animals and being kind to the animals, and that's what this does, definitely. Now, this is a beautiful, beautiful house for a village, and this to me is very Eastern European. Really beautiful. I love the architecture. I love the color. I love the detail. I love the little pearls and the wreath on the front door and the bottle brush trees. This, you can put a light in it, which is what we did, and it's absolutely gorgeous. This is taller than most villages, and it's one of the things I love about it, and I love the color. So I love this rich look to Christmas. It really makes me feel like, you know, it's interesting because, again, if you go to cities like Amsterdam or Venice or Vienna, they are all cities that have a large number of influences in their architecture, and they'll all have beautiful buildings like this that have influences from East and West, and I just think it's the most beautiful, beautiful look. So I love that village, that little house. I may steal that one from my room later, just to let you know. Then we have these beautiful, beautiful trees that look almost like cracked ice on the outside, and the glitter comes up, and they're this Arctic cool light, which is so beautiful for these trees. Obviously, these run on batteries. They have the star at the top. We have two of them and you can see how beautiful they are. And it just kind of swirls the glitter up, and then it lets it rest a little, and then swirls it up, and then it lets it rest. So it adds this movement to the light in the room that is so, so beautiful. Now, last but not least, I think I got everything except this. This is the most beautiful piece I have ever seen. Talk about jewelry for your mantle or your sideboard or wherever it happens to be. Isn't that beautiful? This is one of the most elegant, beautiful, amazing crystal trees I've ever seen. I love the fact that it doesn't take up much depth, but it is absolutely stunning when you look at it. I love it with this European house. I love it with your other trees. I love it with your candles. I love it with your lights. I just think that is one of the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trees I have ever seen. It's a very special piece. It's a piece that's going to make your Christmas every year, and it's one that I know you are going to love when you get it home. So this is Christmas with a European feel, and I love the way it all comes together to create such a rich, beautiful look, but it's not going to be too dark by any stretch. Lots of beautiful things to decorate with on your tree, lots of beautiful things to decorate with on the mantle and around your tree and anywhere else in your home, and the perfect way to bring in a gorgeous Christmas.